Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lotus Land. It's Lotus, and I'm back with the part 2 of my video that I started earlier and did not finish. So I posted part 1, and the title is Child of the Divine. So this is part 2, and I just want to let y'all know this is still January 10th. This is still January 10th, 2023. And it's now nighttime. When I did part 1, it was daytime. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, I want to let you know I have wine this time. Not all of this is wine, so don't be judging me. I like to mix my wine with my kombucha sometimes. I might actually mix this other one in there because that combination isn't tasting so good. 1 second, I'm gonna pause and be back. Okay, I am back again. Disclaimer, if you hear puppies barking in the background, then my neighbors neglecting their puppies, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but they bark a lot. So part 2, yes. So the one I posted earlier is titled Child of the Divine. If you checked it out, thank you. If you haven't, go ahead. And oh my gosh, poor doggies. Okay. And ever since I made that video, I've been up moving, doing, running, errands. And there have been some processing. After I made that video, I think I might have ate or something, but I sat down to journal. So let me get my journal. I'm not gonna tell y'all all my business, but I was journaling some things just to help me process some thoughts, some spiritual energy. Yeah, I can share probably most of this. So, Lotus lovers, let me let y'all know. As children of the divine, well, first of all, let me do a disclaimer because this is the second time, second time today, of course, I sat down and what I'm feeling I'm about to share. But okay, so it's not just the second time I've sat down and feeling like I'm gonna channel, but maybe I should. I'm tuning in, right? I want to let y'all know, but this channel is new. Obviously, I'm feeling very inspired to take it as far as I can, regardless of what the current looks like. I just started, but I just keep on getting inspired and re-inspired to just take it all the way, right? Keep going, take it seriously, move with flow and energy, and listen, because it's like heart is like I'm telling you to get on camera and speak. Now I must say that I often like get on my own nerves with myself because my mind can be very busy and for me in the way of my spiritual processing, channeling, listening, hearing, feeling, understanding, receiving. My mind can get really in the way. So I'm really practicing, wow, the puppies. I'm really practicing letting my heart be my compass. So what that means Oh, I'm saying that is because I just sat down and when I started to speak, I immediately got into this space of I'm feeling like I'm channeling, right? So, I guess it's funny because I'm picking up on this thing of channeling. And so, well, one is, I guess I'm really kind of feeling like that's what my channel, YouTube channel, The Lotus Land, is going to be about, more so about. And I haven't really known fully. I just known it's going to be like spiritual. I like playing with my cards, so that. But I think what's happening in my life right now, y'all, like even experiencing just doing these videos, experiencing things that I'm experiencing with uh, the guy who I refer to as my love. There's a lot of surrendering having to happen for me, submitting, surrendering, just opening up and letting go, and then letting love work. Wow. So I feel like this is happening now. I'm seeing how this is happening now on this level. Because I told y'all earlier on the other video, I had a breakdown and breakthrough a couple of days ago with my love, where I was really realizing like I have to really let love do what it's meant to do for me and to me, and with me and around me and through me, for me. um and now that I'm kind of speaking right now, sitting out right here in front of this video, I'm now also seeing how it's the same is happening with this. Like my I literally just have to get out of the way mentally, egotistically, um, consciously get out of the way for my subconscious, my heart, spirit, source, divine to work through me, literally. And I like that I'm saying this because you may relate. You may be the exact same way. So, hey, we got this. So, the disclaimer basically is, as I'm figuring out where this YouTube channel is taking me, I must say that I'm feeling like the best moments so far have been when I feel like I'm channeling divine energy, and I am feeling like that's what's going to be uh the dominant concept and event of my channel, my YouTube channel. It's me channeling, okay? Because that's what feels most right. Yeah. All right, y'all. So here we go. Consider me channeling the divine right now, which means, y'all, like, the divine for me is communicates with me through my heart, or at least is in relationship to my heart, with my heart. So I guess not to think about it too much, because that's mind. Just know that heart, divine, divinity, love, God, spirit, um, source, all these things, and earth, all these things are directly connected, and yeah, connected to our heart, and can be reached through our heart, communed with via our heart. Um, you can think of the heart chakra, as I'm saying, it's the fourth chakra. Okay. All right. So I'm ready. So to all my children of the divine. At this moment, listen to me as if I am your divine mother, your divine father, however you relate to the divine. Maybe there's no gender, right? I love mother. Um, Speaking of, I just got this thing from the Goodwill today. Beautiful. I'll probably share it later, but consider me the divine speaking to you. Right? It's channeling. That's what I'm feeling, so I'm going to go with it. So the divine says, you who are children of the divine children, yes? One, you need to know who you are. Because if I'm speaking to you and you don't know that you identify and you are a conscious adult, you're, to put it plainly, most plainly, you're at least 18 years old and you don't know who you are, or you don't know how you relate to what I'm saying when I say, you children of the divine, something is off, something's not right. You're being strongly requested to go within. Be silent and go within. Be silent, be still, and go within. Be silent, be still, and go within. Because when you don't know who you are, you don't know who to listen to, you don't know who to not listen to, you don't know who your enemies are, you don't know who your allies are. You are the perfect prey for the art and weapon of confusion that is used every single day, all day, by powers that be in that word and that will be. As children of the divine, it is time to get yourself together spiritually, starting and ending every day with your heart. Y'all, I'm channeling. I must tell you, this is coming to me, okay? And I was not all the way clear on what I was going to be talking about, but now, just letting you know. You must get clear with yourself in regards to your relationship to the divine, with the divine, starting and ending with your heart every day, as often as possible every day, because it is all about heart at the end of the day and the beginning of every day. It is all about heart. There is no coincidence. This is very much so purposeful that heart and earth are almost pretty much the same word. They said spell it out, internet. Okay, so HEART, heart, and this I've been loving y'all. Earth, ER, oh sorry, EARTH. So yeah, it's the same letters, right? HEARTEARTH. Yes, exact same letters, none taken, none added. Why do you think this is? Why do you think this is? And they say this is not pop quiz time. No, this is go time. All right, go time. This is because the two are pretty much one and the same. What does that say about you as a body, as a human, as a vessel that contains a heart? So, open your ears and listen. Undivided attention. If you are a child of the divine, and again, if you don't know, you need to get to work now. Yesterday. If your heart is the generator of your body, it is what pumps the blood through your body. When your heart stops, life stops. Yes. When your heart stops, life stops. But guess what? When your mind stops, you can actually still live. You probably won't be fully functioning mentally, but you're still alive. So, what is essential when it comes to your life? Heart. Yes. And that's just on a physical level. So, then what do you think is the case on the spiritual level, on the energy level, on the emotional? Heart exists in every level. Yes, because as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay? So if you take earth, and let's just say earth is because it's just the same word. Actually, yeah, you just switch the T. You put the T from the front to the end. Ooh, would you look at that? So, two things. One is the earth. What if it's the center of the universe? Because have you ever heard of you being the universe? You encompassing the universe? Have you ever heard of that? If you haven't, ponder on that a bit, especially now with heart and earth. Heart being at the center of your body's functioning, earth being at the center of the universe's functioning, perhaps. The second thing, so I said two things. The second thing that just came up, and I never ever have thought of this before. So again, y'all, I'm channeling. Okay, the Bible. Okay, let's not blame it on the Bible. Let's say Christianity and other religions. Uh, Definitely for me as an individual, Christianity has been the biggest tool to teach me about heaven and hell, kind of. More so just to tell me about heaven and hell, to scare me about heaven and hell. Yep. Think about this though. Earth and heart. Heart and earth. Okay? So we said they're pretty much the same word, and this is not to be ignored. Many of you out there, I'm channeling, many of you out there are like, here we go, right? So what? They're almost not so what. Pay attention. If you are a child of the divine and you're thinking that way, you got some growing to do, okay? You got some expansion to experience of your mind and your spiritual territory. Now, if you ain't a child of the divine, we not going to expand on that. Yeah. Earth and heart, almost the same. Same letters, almost the same arrangement. Let's just take H. Let's just use H. H. H is at the beginning of heart. Yes? H starts heart off. H starts heart. Yes? Earth. H ends earth. Ooh. H ends earth. Okay? So, where are we? Heart with H beginning, heart. H with earth, H is ending, earth. Something told me to bring my pen over here tonight. I'm gonna get to writing, because that's one of my gifts. Writing things out, formulas, all that. Working it out, pen to paper. I just want to see something real fast, y'all. Ooh. All right. Oh, H. So as I was speaking, which is why I can confirm that I'm channeling, okay? Because this is something I've never thought of before. Heart, earth, one and the same, basically, just in two different shapes and forms, and on two different levels. What's two words that are used very often in a spiritual sense and even in a non-spiritual sense, but definitely in a spiritual sense? They both start with H. Heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. Something is telling me the H in front of heart is relatable more so to heaven versus the H at the end of earth being more relatable to the concept of hell. And if you think about it, when you put them together, I've never done this either till just now. Put them together, right? Because now I'm thinking, oh, spectrum? Perhaps. Yeah, actually, I think that could be. Oh, lordy. All right. You put them together, you can read the words. Hear. Yeah. And then in this ear, with Hear, right? Hear. Okay. So you already know about when it comes to heart, there's a concept of listening. All right. And then there's tear. You take the T at the end of heart and add, and you continue with earth. You eventually get tear, followed by ear, followed by hear. You get tear. Okay. Now, consider there's no good and evil. I know I'm channeling now because I've had the worst time with that. No good and evil. There's definitely evil. Consider there's no good or evil. Consider there's just low and high. Infancy and elderly. 1 to 10, 7, 9. How about this? This is something that's always gotten me, and I refuse to think there's nothing to it. Dog and God, right? As people, we know, okay, without any manipulation by our hands, dogs are, well, would they even exist without the manipulation of our hands? Maybe the original dog, I don't know, is low, right? When we talk about guys in their not so beautiful states of being, we call them dogs. When they get in trouble by their women, what they in now? The dog house. Right? What's that song? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. He was ashamed. Why? What is it? This dog, this lowliness of the dog. Well, guess what? You got D and G switched. And you went from God to dog. Ooh. But see, the pet, the animal, it's just a symbol of the essence of dog. What is dog? Dog is low. Dog is uninformed. Dog is, I hear the word unminded. I've never used this word before. I promise you, Antoinette, aka Lotus speaking, I've never used this word before. I've never thought of it. I've never used it, said it, read it, but I'm channeling, okay? A dog is unminded, without mind. Sentient, yes. Feelings, mind, no. I mean, that's what sets the humans apart from the animals, okay? But listen, dog though, dogs, for us to love and live with dogs as people, we have to what? We have to domesticate them. Come through, come through. Ooh, come through. We have to domesticate them. We have to enslave them to our will. So in their eyes, so that in their eyes, we are God. I had a puppy once for a while, some months. It was so hard for me to keep him because I had to be his God. I had to, and yet I couldn't. In order for him to survive well in my eyes with me under my care, I had to be Pluto, my beloved, dearly beloved Pluto. Okay. I had to be his God, and I could not be his God. I couldn't, because I didn't relate to the little thing. Like, there were things that I could do with him, but most of the time I had to work. I needed to rest, and going through my own stuff. Like, and then money wise, I just wanted to spoil him, but I was actually incapable of doing so, yet I was making it happen. So what does that tell you about my pockets while I had Pluto? Just put it together. He was spoiled and I was broke. Oh, Pluto. Okay. So dogs have to be domesticated. Dogs have to be controlled, trained, taught, reprimanded, chastised. Like they really require just about your 24/7 attention. Yes. And I'm not even about to compare it to a child. I'm not going to do that. That was another reason why I had a problem with Pluto, because I'm a human. And I was meeting so many people talking about their dog moms, their dog moms. Ooh, I never thought about that. God mom. Oh, okay. Their dog moms, or dog dads, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not a dog mom. I don't want to be no mom to no dog. I'm sorry, that just don't fit right with my spirit. That ain't cool. I ain't claiming myself as no dog mom. I'm not no dog. I didn't give birth to no dog. I ain't no dog. I ain't no dog mom. So I found a dog mom. I mean, hey, by her own labeling, and I gave him to her. But okay, so aside from all that, right? Well, not really aside from it, but that was a part of the reason I could not keep Pluto, because I was not a real dog mom. I couldn't allow myself to be. Okay. Dogs are to be domesticated. Dogs are to be controlled. If you don't control a dog, it can kill you, right? Dogs, dogs are primal. Yes. Well, I guess until you domesticate them, you can get some really smart dogs. But okay. So, but we got it, right? Dog is at the low. Low, low, low. All right. Now switch those two letters and we get God. Now, in my opinion, and as far as me channeling, God is the opposite of dog. Opposite. Opposite. Like love to fear. Opposite. So let's just throw in there real fast that a lot of us women have been taught to refer to black men as, sorry, not just black men, men, period. I'm black. I've really only dealt with black men, so my apologies. But men who quote unquote dog women out, we call them dogs. But guess what? Are they supposed to be gods? Are we supposed to be goddesses? What, instead of, another way to say dog, what is bitch instead of bitches? As children of the divine, you shouldn't be resonating with any of these concepts, because children of the divine are not dogs. They're not bitches. Okay. Children of the divine are indeed gods and goddesses. Indeed. Y'all, I'm channeling, because if I was talking consciously from my mental and my prefrontal cortex, I'd be struggling all over these words, and I haven't really been into the we are gods and goddesses talk. But anyway, I continue. Children of the divine are by default gods and goddesses. When they are birthed out of the womb of the divine, they're gods and goddesses, because that is their bloodline. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know where you came from. And you will know where you're going back to. And you can rest in the security of that knowing. The Bible says, my children perish for a lack of knowledge. Get the white image of the person saying those words out of your head, because that is divine talk. My children perish for a lack of knowledge, because of a lack of knowledge, because of them not knowing who they are, where they come from, and where thus they are going. So you get all these distractions along the way, and that's what the world is about. Yes, media, everything, money, everything's about distractions, distracting you from awakening, opening your eyes to the realization of who you are, where you come from, and where you're going. Dogs are to be domesticated. Children of the divine are not. Children of the divine are not to be domesticated. When the Bible says something about not toiling, not wanting, why? Because it is in your nature that you are to be and going to be taken care of, provided for, nourished, tended to. It's in your nature. Dogs are to be domesticated. Children of the divine are not. So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? When the scriptures say, you shall not want, I shall not want, what it is saying is, you shall not long. You shall not long for this or for that or for whatever, anything. Why? Because everything you want and need is yours by default. Inheritance, because of who you belong to. All that really needs to happen is for you to claim the inheritance. Prodigal son, perhaps. All you need to do is receive. They want to push the concept of work. Yes. Why? To keep you from believing in and thus experiencing the idea, the reality of the possibilities when you're a child of the divine. You don't have to work for yours. Ooh, you don't have to work for yours. I'm getting Jacob and Esau. Jacob was inspired, directed, guided by his mother, aka Spirit, to plead to his father and request of his father exactly what he wanted and what she wanted to have for him. Jacob was a mama's boy. It's really not such a bad thing when you think about it. So he went ahead and pleaded, bargained, pardoned Isaac, his father, to basically give him what traditionally would have belonged to Esau. But here we get things shaken up. Jacob, all he had to do was ask. There was deceit there. Yeah. He covered himself up. He lied. And he asked. Esau, come. He's angry. Realizes what happened. But at the end of the day, what happened? He was subjected to toil, to work. Okay. So I'm personally, in a conscious manner, am not all the way convinced with who's wrong, right in that story. But then again, is it about who's wrong or right? I believe now the scriptures are just to teach us how the divine works with us and how we work with the divine. Rebecca was an example of the divine. She's a woman, a mother. Okay. So, what do you want? Children of the divine, what do you want? Make your requests known to your mother, Father God. You must make them know. You must know them. It took me a long time for a couple of things that I now know I want to realize that I really want them and say it without shame. And y'all want to know what my top 3 things are? I'll tell you because I ain't got no fear. What should I have fear of? Some people say, oh, don't be so open. For why? Who gonna do what? When and how? And where, so I'll be there. We ain't gotta worry about none of that though. Because I'm here to assist in bringing forth a message or 2 or 3 or 4. And I have to be honest. So, for example, when I was doing my video earlier, after I got done, I went into journal. I got to journaling. And that's what exactly Spirit, aka the divine, was saying to me. What do you want? What do you want? Your mind is going busy with all of this processing and analyzing and trying to figure out and worrying and trying to keep from worrying. But what is it that you desire? From your heart on up, what do you desire? What do you want? So I'm going to allow myself to be an example for my fellow children of the divine, especially my daughters of the divine. But all of y'all really for real. Number one, love. Love in every way, shape, and form that I am able to have it, experience it, know it, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Financial love sound like wealth to me, but love. Yes, that's me. I want love. My earrings backing me up today. Hey now. Hey. Love. To be able to give love, to be able to receive love, to be able to be love, be in love, to have love, to know love, to teach love. Ultimately, I'll be teaching love to the loveless. By the way, y'all, I found this glass at Goodwill today. I'm so excited. I like this glass. Second thing I want, that spirit had to get out of me. Home. Excuse me if I get emotional or teary-eyed. Home. When I say home, I'm talking about from the inside out of every room, all around the place, the decor, the warmth, the security, the happiness of a space, realizing you're in a space that is yours and you're sharing it with your loved ones and you love it and you can do whatever you want to with it and you're happy and you're safe and you're secure and you're with your loved ones are one. For me, I used to often think I could be by myself. I could stay by myself. I could be by myself. And I was that. I've been that for a lot of my time living so far as a 32 going on 33-year-old woman. You know what I know now? What did Leah say? I don't wanna be without you, be without you. What she say? I don't wanna be alone. At all. Not me. I want home. You know, I like how in home you got O-M. Something about that. Finding home. Again, on every level. I'm channeling on every level. Heart, home. Mind, home. Body, home. Soul, home. Finding home for every part of you on every level, every dimension, every frequency of you. That's salvation. Hell yeah, she on to something. Beyonce. I go back and forth with Beyonce, right? Because a lot of different things and reasons. But one of the things that keeps me going back to Beyonce is her frequency of love that I be feeling, I be picking up on. Like, she's a lover. She's a lover. And I be relating to the lover part of her. Maybe that's where I can find a medium. A good balance is, well, yeah, Antoinette, she might be a lover, but you don't know what else she is. So perhaps you just be connecting so much with her lover side. And I do. I do. I'd rather be with you. Ooh, yeah. Boy, I'd rather be with you. Don't want to get copyrighted. But you know, like there's so much that, and I don't know, I know a lot of stuff she hasn't written herself, but I mean, just even choosing to deliver the song, right? Like, I don't know how the music industry fully works, but like, can an artist like sing a song that they don't want to sing? Like, I know definitely people have spoken on them not being able to sing songs or do songs they want to do, but I think, yeah, I remember T-Pain talking about he didn't want to do, was it Buy You a Drink or something like that? One of them. So, home. Yeah, for me, that's what I want. That's what I want. And then one more. When you're speaking as a child of divine, when you're speaking to the divine, try not to be too extensive. I've learned key words are powerful. Key words. I just got a vision. I'm channeling key. Imagine having a ring of all these keys. How you know which is which? You get to a door, you gotta jangle through all the different keys to figure out which key is the right key. Keywords are important. Imagine just having one key for one door. You always know this key gonna work for this door. One key, one door. Look, one mic, one sound. One key, one door. We don't need all the extras. Hey y'all, I'm channeling because look, I'm an extra type of person when it comes to words and language and lingo. Okay, so just listen. This is beyond me, but I am so grateful and thankful to be a vessel for this. And I just look forward to doing this more often because it is great and it's helping me too. All right, I digress. Keys, key words, key words. What do keys do? They lock and unlock. Keywords, words that lock and unlock. Ooh, magic. Ooh, abracadabra. Ah, ooh, 1, 2, 3, go. Easy as ABC. Words, spelling. Ooh. Heart, earth. What spell are you under? I'm channeling. What spell are you under? Because you're not casting the spells. You're not casting the spells. Oh, I'm channeling. Oh, you're not casting the spells. Human, you're not casting the spell. Person, you're not casting the spell. Child of the divine, you are not casting the spell. What spell are you under? Did you invent the language that you speak, that you use? You think you're putting together spells using words letters, arrangements of those words and letters invented by whom? What spell are you under? This is no shade, because guess what? You're under a spell. It's just which spell. That's all. Many people seek out spells for many different reasons. Reasons for harm, reasons for non-harm, reasons for healing and not harm. So, it's not being under a spell or casting a spell that's bad. It's the intention. It's the outcome. So what spell are you under? We're all under a spell, but not the same. Powers that be and that have been wanted to have and be the same, based on how you look, based on your skin color, based on your perceived race. They go under that curse. They go under that curse. And so on. Maybe that's why there's so much division in religion as related to race. Because they're directly related, for sure. So, what spell are you under? Whose spell? This is why it's important to remember who you are, where you come from, and thus where you're going. Because spells can be broken. But not by the ignorant. At least not on purpose. And guess what? This world presses you as early as it can to be, quote unquote, not ignorant of so many different things, but except besides who you are, where you come from, and because of that, where you're going. This world works overtime, double time, triple beyond to make sure that you do not ever get to thinking about who you are, where you come from, and where you're supposed to be going. Why? Don't get mad, get inquisitive. Why? Wow, because that must mean that I'm special. What's up with me? What's in my skin? What's in my hair? What's in my eyes? What's in my heart? What's in my blood? I'm channeling. Children of the divine, children, period, are not meant to be domesticated. And I'm meant to be domesticated. Pets, perhaps, but that's a secondary identity. Before an animal is a pet, it's an animal. Children of the divine are not dogs. You're gods. Only manipulation has switched everything around. Manipulation. Work of the hands. Craftsmanship. So what has man done in the area of manipulation, manufacturing? But that's neither here nor there. Who are you? Where did you come from? Thus, where are you going? What is your purpose? Do you know what it is? If you don't, are you looking for it? Are you trying to figure it out? Why are you here? Do you know? Children of the divine, you have purpose. Ooh, you have an agenda. You have finite time, limited time, not forever. Children of the divine, you do not have forever. There is a such thing, a very real such thing as mission impossible or mission incomplete. Children of the divine are not dogs. You're gods and goddesses. But take the ego out of this. Because ego taints a god. Ego taints a goddess in the eyes of the divine. Why? Because the heart of the divine, the center, the core, the soul of the divine is so servant focused, so outwardly focused that destruction occurred so that the divine could experience being in service. Have you ever actually desired to serve? I have. Antoinette Lotus has. I desire to serve, especially those who can't serve intentionally or like I do or like I can. That desire started with the divine. And guess what? If you have that desire, if you experience that desire, you actually know what that feels like. First of all, the divine can't miss you. No matter how you try to make it known, you ain't got to say nothing. But on top of that, you just got to know it's not an everyday thing. It's not common. Divine is not dog. We can love dogs. We can have dogs as pets. We can do our due diligence next to a dog. But we are never to reduce ourselves to dog or others. Gods and goddesses. Take the ego out of it. This ain't about who got the most. No, you're gods and goddesses because nature, in your nature, coming from the divine, from source, you are destined for priestmanship, priestessship, high seating, royalty spiritually. You're destined for that because it's in your blood. It's just to happen. Unless you fight against it and not accept it. See, children of the divine, they're not about ego. They are about servitude. They are about healing so that they can be about servitude. Whether it's in their relationships, whether it's as a parent, as an aunt, uncle, other family, relative, friend, whether it's a friend as a friend. Children of the divine are meant to be the changers, the seers, the watchers, the lovers, the fighters for justice. The children of love are the fighters for love. That's how you know. When I said earlier, children of the divine, and I said, if you didn't know, you need to start doing work. So let me just ask you a question. Do you have a love for love? How much do you love love? Do you want love to spread? Or do you want to contain as much of it as possible in your own little shoebox in your closet? Because that's not what love does. That's not the nature of love. Love is like air. Love is like air. Love is like the ocean. When you are in the ocean, you can capture some, but right immediately around you, you got so much more. Okay. Y'all, I'm channeling for real. My mind ain't here. I'm just let y'all know. My mind ain't here. The third thing I said that I want, family. So I said love, home, and family. That's what I want. And you know what the divine tells me? That's what I want for you too. That's what you shall have. That's what you need. So that's what you will get. That's what you will have. Something tells me it's time to get real. So let me get a little real with y'all. This is no longer channeling. This is me. But I feel like I'm communing with divine. Because divine told me it's time to get real. As far as with myself. So I guess I'm to channel and share my story to an extent. But family, why is that important to me? What does that concept mean to me? For me to want family the way that I feel I want it is to know better than ever before, that every single step we take in life is for specific purposes. I desire to be a mom, to be a mother. In the year 2021, March, April-ish of, no. Yeah, 2021. Yeah. In the year of 2021, I found out that I can get pregnant I found out for the first time that I could get pregnant because I got pregnant. I got pregnant in a way of lots of irresponsibility, just not caring, not caring. I was dealing with a guy, obviously having sex with a guy he lived near me. We weren't, I think at one point we decided we was going to be in a relationship, but it never progressed really. And, I was drinking a lot. And he was just a drinker and a smoker. Like, I rarely saw him eat. But I often saw him drink and smoke. And he was actually pretty skinny. But we connected. One day I needed help with something. He's a neighbor. And he helped me. Kind of, yeah. He tried to help me. He went out of his way to help me. And then from there we stayed in touch. And then we started messing around. And we would usually drink when we would hang out with each other. We would drink and get drunk off of wine, but like multiple glasses and bottles. So yeah, I knew that it was going to be a possibility I was going to get pregnant. And that's only because of not remembering, not knowing what all was going down. And then at times knowing, yeah, there's no protection here. And also being intoxicated and just knowing like, how it felt. So all of that eventually led to caution being thrown out the window, and I got pregnant. I was living in a box at the time. It's basically a box. I wasn't ready. I am a former foster youth, adopted. I would never volunteer to be okay with bringing a child into this world, having him experience what I experienced or anything close to it. My kids will be my kids. My children will be my children. So, I ended up getting pregnant and I terminated the pregnancy with no question, no shame, no doubt, no nothing. Because I knew that I just knew I wasn't ready at all. And to be real with y'all, like, I didn't have to take a test. I didn't take no test, and I didn't wait long. I knew shortly before my first period like the dates went by. I'm like, there's a possibility. It's a possibility. Because what the fuck? Like, we've done things where I woke up and it was like, we're still, in the environment, and like, shit, what happened? Because I don't remember nothing, right? So, yeah. I mean, I didn't have to take no pregnancy test. I knew I was pregnant. My boobs was hurting like shit. I ain't never experienced that before. My mood all over the place. I'm angry as fuck. My face is looking dried the fuck out. Like, I was angry. I had anger coursing through my bones. Pregnant? Not at that time, no. It was a mistake. It was not an intentional decision, good decision, nothing I was sticking with. So, these days, I want to be a mother. I feel it. But I don't want to just be a mom to just anybody. I want my husband too. Their dad, their daddy. And Spirit says, and you shall have that. Nothing less, because there's purpose in that, especially as Black people. There's purpose in that. So much purpose in that. Two Black people coming together in a couple in a relationship, raising Black, beautiful babies. There's so much healing in that for a large group of people and beyond. So anyway, I know what I want now more than ever before. And that is love, home, and family. Family. My family. My family. I gotta admit, there's a lot of ego there. I don't know if it'll change, but I know today, yes, that's how I feel. My family. Mine. My kids. My husband. My home. For me to love into and take care of and have and love on. And mine, yes. My kids, my babies. My babies. My babies. So again, the divine asks, what do you want? Because as a child of the divine, babe, it's yours. You just have to get out of your way. Chastise your mind. Because that's what gets in the way, for real. What other people have put into it, into your garden, secretly. You gotta believe in the divine. What happens when it does is so purposeful. You are purposeful. Let the divine know what it is you want, what it is you need. However, you let the divine know. For me, it gets easier to do so with wine. If not wine, very much so silence. Yes. This video may very well have a part 3, maybe not. Mentally, like prefrontal that one. Is not completely convinced that this topic is done, and I'm not completely convinced that it's not. So if there's a part 3, you'll see it. If not, there's no part 3. So I'm gonna let this go now. I thank you for hanging with me. And just remember, if you are a child of the divine, you need to be working at this point overtime to know who you are if you don't know that yet. Please. Because ignorance and confusion are two of the most strongest weapons used against those who are children of the divine. So, my Lotus lovers, with that said, until next time.